Hello and welcome back to Key Comic Universe. Today I'm back here with another comic book haul, and it's been a while since I've done this. Honestly, I've been mostly selling comics recently, I haven't really been buying a ton, but I made a trip out to my LCS, and I found some pretty sweet books. Before I get into it, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, it would mean a lot, and it would be pretty dope. Plus, you get updates for when new videos come out, which is pretty sick. And check me out on Instagram at Key Comic Universe. That's where I do most of my sales, and also where a lot of books I don't show on YouTube get shown. So check it out. Okay, so first up, I've got Marvel Fanfare issue number 10 and 11. Both of these ones are in pretty decent grade. Number 11 is definitely much higher grade than number 10, but both of these ones are passable. Got them for very affordable prices, and yeah, really cool books. This one's closer to like a 6.0 to 7.0 range, and this one's closer to about 9.2 or 9.4, so a little bit of difference in the grade, but still both pretty decent copies. And this is the first appearance of Iron Maiden, so yeah, cool books. Next up, always picking this up, got some more X-Men in, so went down there, found these for again very affordable prices, like $2 each. So these ones aren't in the best condition. It's probably gonna show up, but this one had like a huge corner out, and both of these books have multiple non-color breaking and color breaking spine ticks, and both of them have some creases slash some just small tears. But I will take both of these. This is the first, technically the first teenage Ilyana Rasputin in comics, and then 155 is the first appearance of the Brood, and also features the Starjammers showing up. So yeah, pretty cool book, or books I should say. Next up, these ones I honestly kind of was iffy on, just because it's DC and not really keys, but still worthwhile picking up. And the first one is The Flash number 47. Now this book isn't like a key or anything like that. It's just cool book. Still polybags. So I believe this one's also technically a variant, if I'm getting that correct. But found for way under cover price. So yeah, I'm picking it up. And then also picked up a copy of number 13. Now this isn't a first appearance or anything like that. It's actually the death of one of the Flashes, and I believe it was Barry Allen who died in this issue. Could be wrong. It was either Barry or Bart, but just kind of a good book to pick up. I would only pick this book up if it's in high grade, because there's so many copies of this book still floating around. So if you see this book in high grade, it's worthwhile picking up. Might be a good spec book for the future. Next up, Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 2. Now, this is from the 2009 series, and this book is pretty cool. First appearance of Bombshell, who is kind of a lesser known character, but still a good book. I'll pick up anytime I see this book for around like $10 or less, and also if it's in good shape. The problem with this book is that you see so many copies of this book out there with issues, mainly because of the lighter color. I see a lot of books or a lot of copies of this book with really bad color rub, and it's unfortunate to see that, or really bad soiling, which is surprising for books so recent. But no one was really talking about this book. People still aren't talking about this book, but yeah, still good, worthwhile pickup, and it's a pretty cool cover. Next up, a classic. I pick these books up anytime I see them for a good price, and that is X-Men issue number 53. I have a few more copies of this book, but yeah, just a really good book all around. First appearance of Onslaught. Unfortunately, Onslaught hasn't had like any movies or anything like that, but as soon as he does, this book would probably go crazy in my opinion. And this book still sought after either way, and I was able to find a direct and newsstand edition, both for under $5. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Pretty cool find. Always picking those up. Doesn't matter if it's like at retail or not, I'll pick it up. It's just a good feature spec. Also saw this book. Honestly, I didn't really think this book was anything. I only picked it up because it's a variant, sorta, which is Green Lantern number 21, second printing. And then take a look around. This book is kind of hard to find. There weren't very many out there that I could find. So, going after a lesser known, lesser uploaded book, potentially, maybe a little bit scarce. But either way, number 21, cool second print cover. I actually prefer the second print over the first print cover. A little bit of different designs. I do prefer, more greenish color, but, that is just my opinion. So yeah, number 21. Also sticking with Green Lantern, I was able to find a copy of number 43 for under cover price. Yes, this book, good value to it. It's the first time Black Hand, it's the return of the Black Hand technically, and he gains the Black Ring, which more or less gives him a lot of powers, and, pretty much leads into Blackest Night. So yeah, I was pretty happy to find that. Pretty happy to find that book for an affordable price. So yeah, good stuff. Next up is Batman number 417. This is the first appearance of KG Beast. Another good book. If you see this book, for a good price, especially on higher grade, I would say, if you can find this book for, $10 around that amount, goodbye. And yeah, this book, pretty nice condition on it, pretty nice copy, definitely an upgrade to my other copy. So yeah, good stuff. Next up, I was actually kind of surprised to see these because I never see these anymore at comic shops, especially at a good price or in good shape. Most of the time I see these for in the dollar bins and they're absolutely destroyed. I don't know why. That's just how I find them. And that is 52, week 7, and week 11. Both of these ones are high grade. And this is the first cameo, you could say, of Batwoman. And this is her first time in costume with her own story in costume. So yeah, 2 really good books. Honestly, definitely prefer the cover of week 11, just having Batwoman on the cover. That's sick. But that's nothing against week 7. Week 7 is still a good book to pick up. Not quite as valuable, but still a good book. Still a good find. Alright, next up, found some Teen Titans, and this is issue number 45 and 53. So 45, and I hope I'm getting the character's name correct, but Bumblebee, and I believe this is, I can't remember if it's the first or second Bumblebee that first appears in this issue. But anyways, found this book. About VF condition on it. Does have a bit of a spine roll that could be fixed, pressed out, whatever. I think that's a spine roll. That will look like to me and still looks like to me. But anyways, and then just a really nice copy of issue number 53, and this is the first appearance of, I believe it's Antithesis who first appears in this issue. So yeah, cool stuff, cool books, some good Bronze Age Teen Titans. Alright, next up, another Bronze Age book. This is just a classic. See this book every once in a while for a good price. This one isn't perfect by any means. There's just a ton of color up all the way down the spine. But, yeah, Flash, number 281. Bronze Age appearance of Reverse Flash. All these Bronze Age appearances of Reverse Flash and Reverse Flash-related issues are just solid pickups. Just good stuff. Good character to look for. Especially the first appearance, because that's a really good book. So, yeah, Flash number 281. Alright, next book. Daredevil number 232. This is the first appearance of Nuke. This is also a really clean copy, probably around a VS/minute or 9.0, somewhere in that range. Good book. Found it for just over cover price. So yeah, kind of funny to see this book out for in good shape and at a good price, because it goes for a bit of money, not anything crazy, but it's not like the first appearance like Typhoid Mary or anything like that, but still a good minor key just to find and pick up. Alright, next up, and I was surprised to find these books, especially in kind of like a dollar bin pretty much. Well, just over dollar bin prices, and also in really nice shape, so I'm kind of surprised to see that. But that is Fantastic Four issue number 272 and 273, first appearance of Nathaniel Richards. And yeah, I was super happy to find these for good prices. I was kind of shocked to see these because in the past on my LCS, all the Fantastic Four stuff has been kind of just not there. Pretty much sold out for the most part. Like, they'll get a few issues in, but it looks like they restocked it, and yeah, I was able to find these. So yeah, they restocked pretty much from issue like 250 or 260 onwards, so they were pretty close to the front. So yeah, pretty happy to see that. Just more solid books. Okay, time to get into the bigger books. Now, most of these books I found for really good prices. Luckily did not overpay on any of these. Was actually surprised with some of these prices. But the first one up, X-Men 205. Now, I bought this book before. I usually buy this book for around, if I'm in the market for this book, I'm been buying this book at like $15 to $20. Mostly like copies around like a 9.0. And I got my LCS and they have this for just a few dollars. I was like, oh, that's sick. But this is the first appearance of, and I hope I'm getting this correctly, but Hope Summers. Just a really solid book. Really awesome cover as well. Just super cool. This one definitely like a 9.4 or higher. Like, I'm talking, this book is fresh. Like, CGC worthy. No spine ticks. Like, absolutely amazing condition on this book. Like, every single other copy I've bought of this book has like 1 or 2 spine ticks, either breaking or non-breaking. And it's always like, oh man, I just want that black cover to be perfect, man. I don't want to have any issues. And I finally found one with no issues. Like, no color rub, no spine ticks, nothing like that. Like, this book always seems like a struggle to find just because of that black border in like really nice high grade. So yeah, when I saw that, I was like, oh man, I gotta check the spine now. Check the spine. The spine was all good. I'm like, oh, this is sick. Awesome stuff. So yeah. Okay, 4 books left to go. And one gets bigger from here. So, Batman issue number 609. Yeah, I saw this on my LCS, and it's like, hey, isn't that like the first appearance of Hush? Now, I'm no Batman expert. I know most of the characters, but like with the Hush storyline, I was like, I think Hush first appears in 609. I think. So I was like, I'm grabbing it because they have it for like $5. $5 for a nice copy. I'm like, you know what? Even if it's not, it's just a good book to pick up. You know, a lot of this Hush storyline stuff is at least worth some money. So I grabbed it, brought home, looked up looked up. I'm like, I gotta check now. I have to know. And yes, it was the first appearance of Hush. Super happy to grab that. Honestly, this will probably be on sale. A lot of the stuff will be on sale this upcoming week on my Instagram. You know, have to make a living, man. But 609, super cool book. Yeah, happy to grab it. Happy to find it for a good price. That's what I like to do. I like to find stuff for good prices. That's the goal of hunting. You're out there hunting, finding those deals, making it worthwhile. Okay, now the final 3 books are all really decent keys. And if you can't tell, I wasn't just searching for keys this week. I wasn't looking for anything filler. I was just like, you find keys, and that's pretty much what I bought. I think a few of these, not so much keys, but still decent. But that was my main search, and I was able to find some really nice keys, and at affordable prices, which is insane. Affordable prices for comics. Come on. Okay, first one up. Daredevil number 25. First appearance of Leapfrog. So, if you don't know, and you don't keep up on comics, that's cool. But this character was unofficially, and unconfirmed for She-Hulk. Basically, there was this whole debacle with a key collector app, basically putting out a statement that was confirmed. People went crazy, and then like 30 minutes later, or an hour later, whatever it was, they retracted the statement, and a lot of people felt, not very happy about that. And that's kind of the issue with like speculation. But here's the thing: I knew my LCS had this book, and I'm like, as long as no one went in there and bought it, which where I'm from, a lot of people aren't really specking super hard on books. It's usually a more collector oriented area where I'm from. But yeah, I'm thinking no one's gonna buy that book. Literally, no one's gonna buy that book. So I come in, I find it, and I'm like, hey, this is pretty sweet. And I want to say this book is actually like really nice grade wise. It's at least a 7.5, if not higher. Like, this is just an absolutely beautiful copy. Inside page quality, amazing. Like, I'm talking like, I'll have to double check, but white pages, maybe off white at worst, but looks pretty white to me. Checked it with an owl card. Really nice page quality. Honestly, the biggest defect with this book is just a little bit of edge wear across the top and the date on the inside cover. Someone wrote the date in the inside cover. But outside that, and it wasn't done in pencil, but anyways, inside that, amazing. There's like just a couple of very small issues. So, as book, super cool, super happy to grab it again. I sold off another copy. This one will also probably be sold, but yeah, good spec book. One of two, I forget what the other one is, but one of two that is definitely worthwhile looking into. And under $100 for a book that could possibly go crazy in the future. Definitely a good pickup. Definitely worthwhile. So yeah. Final two books. I'll start off with the smaller of the two. That is a really nice copy. Not perfect, of course, because when are you going to find a perfect copy? But a really nice copy of Action Comics issue number 340. This book has been on my search list for a minute. It was never at the top of my search list. It was never like, oh yeah, this is the number one book I'm looking for. But I've been trying to pick up more DC keys because Marvel stuff is kind of a bit pricey. And DC, I feel like, you can still get major keys from DC at way lower than their equivalents over at Marvel. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to search for those types of books. Kind of built DC because a lot of stuff I was buying was pretty much just Marvel for a really long time. And I was able to find this. And I was pretty happy. This one's, obviously not perfect. You can probably even see from here, there's like creases, scuffing down the spine of the book. It's clearly been read. More scuff marks. There's small creases on the cover, indents, yada yada yada. Basically, it's lower grade, not perfect, but is a readable, presentable copy, and it has that nice eye appeal. It's really decent. First appearance of Parasite, awesome character, super cool stuff from Superman TV show. And oh yeah, that's pretty much all he's done. I forgot Parasite really isn't like the number one Superman villain, but awesome character nevertheless, and just a good book. This book is still affordable. You can get this book for easily under $100 in like a presentable lower grade. Not high grade. High grade are still going to be spending the big bucks for, but a lower grade, maybe even mid grade copy, yeah, you can definitely secure that for a good price. So yeah, just a good book. Not too much more to say. Good Silver Age. Silver Age is the place to go, in my opinion, for keys. That's where I would usually start off with, is looking at Silver Age. Okay, and now final book. Now, I knew what this book was. They had on the back, they had written down what this book was, and this is is a later reprint of a major key, but this reprint carries big value. Like I'm saying, this book, even for a reprint, carries big value, and I wouldn't really call it a second print, but I would definitely call it a reprint, and that is the one the only Fantastic Four issue number 66. Now, the original book of this does have value behind it. In nice grade, it definitely has big value. Basically, if you want this book at this point for, I think, like under $100, you're looking at lower grade copies, which isn't bad. It isn't bad. Lower grade is never horrible. But if you want high grade for under $100, you have to go with the reprint. And that's not bad either. The reprint actually has value. It was like a J.C. Penney's book, so a lot of these, as far as I can tell, were pretty beat up. Even though it's more recent, a lot of the ones I see out there on the market are maybe a VF at best. And going to my comic shop, I see this on the wall. I'm like, that's kind of an interesting wall book to have up. Okay, I circle back around to later on. I'm like, cool, I'm going to check out what this book's all about. Check out the grade, all that type of stuff. And this book is nearly flawless. Like, I think the only problem with this book at all is just the most smallest blunted corner right down here, which you'll probably barely be able to see. The camera does not want to focus, but that's cool. That's cool. The spine is perfect. No spine ticks. Inside the book, perfect. The cover, perfect. The back cover, perfect. I'm just like, wow. Well, I'm grabbing that. I'm grabbing that for sure. But even though it's a reprint, still a solid pickup. I mean, what are you going to do? At this point, the reprint is awesome and is a good pickup in my opinion. So, yeah, Fantastic Four issue number 66. This will also be available. Yeah, I believe anyways. Will I change my mind? Probably not, but we'll probably have this up on my Insta page. But yeah, this was a really solid comic book haul. Honestly, like everything except for these final 3 books, I found either in dollar bins or in bulk, or basically in bulk bins, which, I love that type of stuff. And these 3 I spent a little bit more money on, but way less than I would have if I were just going through eBay or anything like that. And yeah, that's basically my comic haul for this week. If you see anything you're interested in, reach out to me on Instagram at KeyComicUniverse. I will get back to you super fast. Just, hey, reach out. Let me know. If you see a book you want, I'm always willing to make a deal. And yeah, that's just about it. Thank you guys for watching. Once again, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're not already subscribed, it would mean a lot. Plus, I got more videos coming soon. Just trying to keep up with doing Instagram stuff, doing sales, as well as, doing videos and everything else that, goes on. So, yeah. Thank you guys again for watching, and peace.